Alright. My name is Garrett, and I am attempting to beat Pathfinder Kingmaker on Ironman mode on normal difficulty. Not normal with weak enemies, not normal with hard enemies, normal last Aslanti mode with normal enemies and normal damage. So um, I stored a bunch of stuff. I get the impression I need to store a bunch more, and then I'm gonna go nap nap. I'm gonna keep that store. We haven't met an archaeologist yet because Lindsay made bad choices when she was choosing her major. And we're gonna stow the cooking ingredients. This scorched fragment of a necklace of, undoubted power. Restore it. I've only ever found like 5 fragments, the furthest I've gotten in the game. I would love to find the other 2, but I refuse to ask the internet where they might be. I trust in my... Oh, I could just sell this. I'm gonna. I was gonna say, I only have 1 flask of, or 1 vial of alchemical fire left. There's a black dragon. Black dragons live in swamps, and they're mean. They're mean, but I feel like they're maybe relatively cowardly and more like an intimidator compared to a red dragon, which really is down to mess you and your entire village up any day of the week. And I checked my spell book. We're about to ambush a bunch of despicable slavers who have among them fighters, mages, and I made the mistake of trying to take them on their own terms. I'm equipping my spell set that I'm set to armor up, sprint in, maybe not get hit as easily, but I'm gonna try to fill in for harem briefly despite my HP. And we're gonna rush the squishies, and guys, people like Lindsay are hopefully gonna try to keep some of the dumb tanks distracted if possible. But for the most part, I think we're gonna try to take down the potent squishy guys, and we're gonna try to keep the tough guys on their heels until it's their turn. So I'm punching above my weight class, but at least I'm thinking on my toes now. But it's this sort of scenario, like when I had the power to load any point in space and time, I can't save. What? I have 2 save files. I'm even afraid to do that. So, corrupted Aslanti mode? I have 2 realities. Anyway, we're gonna pretend I have 1 reality, and really 2 saves isn't that much. At this stage in the game, I should have, if it's normal, like 20. I could get all the way back to level 1 when I'm standing in the hall with Amiri and Tartuccio. This is weird. Maybe it will resolve itself when I log out or something, and that's it. And I just haven't looked at the files before. Anyway, I've got 1 life to live. YOLO. I'm gonna go save my friend. Oh no! Timer. I'm so bad at that. Have I stowed everything, you impulsive fool? Let's sell a little bit. Hey, Oleg. Show me your wares. Vital. Vital, 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 vital. Sell it. Good. Sell 1. because we're maybe going to meet another mage soon. Good for an emergency. Good for an emergency. Good for an emergency. Good for an emergency. Good for an emergency as well. Good for an emergency. Good for an emergency. Gotta talk to Svetlana. Cool. Deal. It's not enough to buy anything. Price in ascending order. I could buy some rice, some flour, milk. I'm actually good on all these things. Eggs. Butter is nice. I don't know. I don't have a refrigerator, I don't think. But I do have the ability to conjure up cold. So I could just summon a few snowballs and drop them in a chest, I guess. Yeah, I will pay 100 gold pieces. 100, like 1 ounce gold coins for Buffalo Wild Wings. The recipe to it. Okay. This is unfortunate. This is cool and unfortunate. It's a composite short bow. This is like what Mongolian horse archers would use. It's maybe like 4 feet long, which isn't that bad. You can sling it over your back really easy, and it's composite, which means it's a bunch of stuff stuck together, and that helps it bend extra well. So you can really bend this bow back, and it'll go from like straight to like really tortured, but then swing. You let it go, and you can add your strength to the damage. So even though it starts off with piddly damage, if you're a strong, formidable dude, you've got this like compact little bow that you can just kind of draw and shoot in an instant and just like nail a guy to the wall. And it's such a cool concept. It's so, badass. But there's a glitch with this thing. I'm not even going to buy it, but if you equip it, you've got like 2 short bows sticking out from behind you, and whenever you pull it out, the other short bow stays there. There's like something wrong with like the model and the item. I'm not a developer in that respect. I'm not a developer in any respect, so I don't have the literacy in that area. Learn that recipe, please. Now that we know how to make, Buffalo Wild Wings, we're ready to rescue our friend at the risk of our very life. I'm gonna 2 mic bumps. I should scrap this, but YOLO. At this point in time, YOLO is not only derided and despised, but thoroughly forgotten. 17. So +4 from dexterity, +1 from the ring, +1 from the bracers, and +1 from lizard armor. That's fair. Without wearing so much as like, a really thick t-shirt, I've got my defenses higher than, or almost as high as Lindsay, who wears enchanted studded leather. So that's pretty impressive. I'm just that dodgy, and I've got that much magical protection going for me, which, check it. If you're thinking, yeah, because you keep stacking it on yourself, it won't do anything for her armor stats, because she's already wearing armor. So oops. What did I think that was that. Really? No, there's a risk you will cast it wrong. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't work for her because she's already wearing that. They're both armor, so no. They're all wearing armor, so it only works for me. So now this is a bit less justifiable. I could actually give that to any of them, and I should give it to her, so I will give it to her because I don't need it that bad. She needs that. She does not. Because I have magic armor. And I should probably give this to like her or her as well. A big reason why we got handled like children by those slavers was that she immediately got frightened off by a simple level 1 necromantic spell, Fear. So if I were to give her this, I would still have good saves against fear. There's a good chance no one would try to like poison me or hit me with a disease spell or some weird thing like that. They might hit me with like a flare, but that's almost never happens. So as long as I stay kind of away, this is not something that I'm that afraid of. I'm good at this or whatever, and I've got a better shot at this than her, and she's a frontliner. So let's help her out. This is great. This is meh. This is eh. At least it's positive. At least she's positive. At least it's positive and good. But I don't understand why. Oh, because she has such terrible dexterity. 2 more levels and we can add 1 to this, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's go save Harem. Wow, there's a real difference. Valerie's reliable. Basically had a bad experience with Paladin school. I think that if she'd gone to like an Abadar Paladin school, she would probably be a happy Paladin, but instead she's a disillusioned fighter. Kind of a net loss, in my opinion. But I'm not gonna like retool her. Alright. Do we have enough time? We've got time. Sorry. Let's go. What's the fastest route? Probably... I'm thinking like... No, the crossing is here. Okay, this is good. This is okay. Get out of my way. I mean, this is tempting fate, but we're fresh, and I'm a little irritated. And it's my job to pacify this region, so who dares? Bandits, well, oh, goblins, oh.
I know what to do.
I know what to do. I don't care that they're goblins. I'm gonna armor up and pulverize their silly little brains and their skulls. Let me just sing for their deaths and get extremely, extremely angry.
I've been taught if someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor. It is why my armor gleams as it does.
That's some sound wisdom. I possess absolutely no armor, so I insist we kill these
This should do it.
poor little goblinoids where they stand.
Give the order.
I'm gonna.
This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
Can't bum rush them, too much armor out of range.
Here I am. See?
Oh, I see. This gets moved. This gets moved. I like it. I like using Treat Affliction as a dividing line between standard
Ready for anything.
things and special things.
I'm listening.
Anyway, run them down, butcher them,
Adventures call to them.
shoot them.
Serves you right.
I agree.
Time's not waiting.
It actually is. Run them down, beat them,
To victory!
and you are within range. Nah, just run over. He'll be dead before you get there. There he goes. You stupid little thing. Collect it all.
Tear them apart!
Like, chop them into little pieces. Punch them. That feels good. Alright. That was totally over the top. These two little, like, if you're wondering why that was so easy, it's because there are plenty of creatures out there that are dumber than you, that are weaker than you, and that don't know what they're getting themselves into when they see you. So, but boy, did that feel good to not even land a punch and watch a Mary just turn two stupid little goblinoids into green meat
As it should be.
that we don't even want. I think it's interesting that they still have like standard quality human armor. I guess it's fair, game-wise. Alright, well now we have fewer spells than we did before. Aram can wait. No, we still have got enough spells to save them. Let's leave. Let's leave this entire campsite we've made, and some bewildered traveler can wonder if someone's going to come back to that, I guess. You can just drop those wherever you want. I imagine they disappear by the time you come back or something. Okay, so serves them right. There go all my enchantments, big deal. No. Hallelujah, we crossed the river and weren't, like, assaulted. It's the dead of night. We're maybe an hour's journey from the Technic League enchantment. I am tempted to hit them now. It's dark. Let's do it. It is like 10 after 11 p.m. I imagine a lot of them are asleep, or should be. This is what it looks like. This is actually like, take this into account. They'll come out of here and here probably. They're gonna probably be lying around here. Identify the ones that look like casters and see if you can kill them while they're still lying down, in all sincerity.
In due time.
Don't just start jogging around.
No
like
mistakes.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Not this yet. Oh my god, I don't even have that. Do I have the spell? Do I have the scroll? I have the scroll. That will last me 1 hour. That's plenty. Yes. Okay. Is there one I can put in its place? Not really. Pause.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Focus on the goal.
That Naruto run, they should have just had like an outstretched hand instead of like a clenched fist, like outstretched hand for strength, clenched fist for, or outstretched dexterity, like clenched strength, and, you know, I guess this makes sense. It's hard to, you know what to say for Constitution. Gotta go fast. I mean, I'm definitely equipped for the role, so.
All according to plan. Follow my lead.
Oh yeah, it's 2020. Oh hey. Wow, I didn't even, okay. Now it is absolutely.
I wrote it like I saw it.
I know what to do.
Do you though? You do. She doesn't really. She absolutely doesn't. She absolutely does. Okay.
Anything is possible. Their sight betrays them.
Everyone you make sneak has alternate whisper dialogue. This is a first in like this kind of game's history. Oh, he doesn't have an alternate.
Ready for anything.
He does.
Time's not waiting.
It's not waiting.
What troubles you?
I like it. Okay. Let's check it out.
No mistakes.
Start out with her. Oh, where the heck is your crossbow? You lunatic. How did you... When did I do that? Oh my god, man. All you have is your psychic powers. Oh my god, why did I do that? Why do I disarm myself? Why do I keep manufacturing my own crises? I'm such a spaz. You have big dimwit. Okay. Okay. We have more prisoners from the look of it. We've come at them from the right side. Their guards have absolutely dropped the ball. This is everything I'd hoped for. Oh god, oh my god. Shut up. Alright.
Can you make an epic
Oh
pose?
my god,
I need
they heard us.
inspiration.
Okay. This is bad. Magic Death Fist's time. Start singing. Doesn't matter who you wake up. Rush them, kill them.
They go down!
Let us strike as one.
No defensive fighting.
Do not falter.
Sprint if you can. Sprint if you can. You know what?
Onwards.
It's important that you get in front of these guys first. How long until you can act? Oh, okay. It's a little early to open up with the magic. Of course. Okay. Ah, you will sage. Rogues are usually better at doing that than fighters. This guy is rapid firing, that's why you saw him shoot twice. That means that he loses an accuracy bonus because he's loosing arrows so fast. Works for me. I'm not gonna waste any more spells on him.
You deserved it.
No one else is coming right now. In my experience, calling for support is kind of a game mechanic thing, so you would normally see like little word bubbles above their head, like, you know, 2 arms, 2 arms, but you haven't seen that, so no one's come running. And another mechanic I've seen is like a pole with a bell on top of it, and if one of the enemies can get to that pole and like stand there for 3 or 6 seconds, they'll ring it, you know, and if it rings long enough, people come running. So as long as we chop these guys down fast enough, then we won't have to worry about anyone coming to help.
I'll survive.
You actually got taken down
survive.
by some run-of-the-mill schmuck because you don't protect yourself. You always survive, that's true, because your friends pick up the slack, I'm sorry to say. I gave you the ring of protection.
Open. Focus
She'll get
on
better.
the goal.
You left yourself open. This is... And then don't forget his smile, his winning smile. You left yourself open. So, he's turning out to be a great guy. Anyway, that's gotta be 20 minutes. Hey, we saved our friend.